Hi y'all, welcome back to my YouTube. I know it's been a while, but I'm coming back to y'all with this cute, fun up-down style with a little bit of light exotic edges. Right here, I'm going to show y'all how I fixed the edges that I over bleached. I got this Clairol pen from a Walgreens, and it does come out with a lot of ink, so I do like to put it on the side, rub it on the tip on the brush, bristle part of the brush, then slowly work it into the edges. So I had already put this dye on the brush, so now I'm slowly working it into the edges. So now those edges are corrected and the wig is ready to be installed. I'm going to go ahead and slip back her edges, put some gel on them to protect them, and go ahead and mold down and put on her cap. Now, I am using a pantyhose because I did run out of caps today, and pantyhose is the next best thing if you didn't have no caps. And Walgreens is like literally 2 seconds away, so it makes it so much easier for me to just run there, get some pantyhose, and go ahead and proceed with the day because I just like to provide my own caps for my clients. I do ask them to bring them, but I just have them just in case. So y'all, my assistant was saying that if you overly grease their hair, that it make your scalp itch. I don't know how true that is, y'all. Y'all can let me know in the comments, but I believe a good grease down keeps that skin and that scalp moisturized to continue on without the day. And I give them a little hot treatment when they sit up under the dryer, when their cap is drying. So I feel like it all infused in your scalp. But y'all let me know. I may be wrong. Now, as my personal preference as a stylist, I do only cut the ears out because I just feel like you ain't got to cut the eyes out, y'all. Sometimes some stylists do, they like their cap molded, but I feel like if you fold the cap, stretch it down, stretch where you pulling the pantyhose from, even with the regular cap, you can still tighten and it still can have a good hold. It just depends on how you mold your cap. That's how I feel. To hold my caps down and mold them in place, I use even holding spray and I go over it with whatever lace bond adhesive I'm using for that day. And today I'm using Boho. Actually, a new formula I've never used before, but it's for oily skin, and I do love the hold it has. It is very tacky. So I did notice with me using it for the first time in this video that y'all, less is more because this has a great hold and the way that it's formulated to come out is very thick, so less is more. I think 2 to 3 light coats will get the job done. So as you can see in this video, when we do get to that part, I did do a very thick layer because I did not know the consistency of the glue, so I just went ahead and did what I had to do. But y'all, less is more. So to tint her cap today, I did use Maybelline in the 375 matte collection. I just use it to cover my caps, y'all. I really don't put on the lace too much. I just like to use either Ruby Kisses or I use lace tint spray. But today I did use Ruby Kisses on her lace when I did apply the makeup to the wig, to the inside and outside of the wig. Y'all see that cap, baby, bald and ready to go. And I only apply the makeup to the edge part of the um, cap is because I like to still give that it's still looking like scalp throughout the wig, because I feel like we look too much like skin, you won't be able to see the knots as well. So I still like to give it space where I can still see the knots even when I part it as far back or even pull up in a ponytail. And as y'all can see what I was saying about the glue, baby, all thick. I'm using like a eyeshadow brush to smooth this out because that's how thick that glue is. But I do love the way it dries. It really gets the job done. I'm about to give it the bow hole. So now that y'all can see in this next portion, the glue is ready to dry. It's dried and ready to go. Do have a little bit of white, but that's nothing to worry about. We could just blow dry that right on in. And what I do is I just follow the shiny last layer of the glue to where I placed it. And it really just helps me mark and put where I need to put the lace in before I go ahead and put the melt belt on and melt it all together. So I do have a different couple of ways that I do part out my baby edges. Sometimes I just do it, cut the lace then part them out. Sometimes I do it while the lace is still on. This wig was so good that I felt like I could just go ahead and part the baby hairs out, pull her bang pieces out before I did her ponytail so it still be laid because I did still put that lace belt and melt her again up under the dryer. But when I say this lace was great, I love this lace. And it came from a local beauty supply store in Tampa, Florida. Off Bears called J-Lo's, and they have good wigs. You have to try them out and check them out if you're ever in the Tampa area. Now, your client might get tired of you holding the lace, but y'all, this is a two-person hairdo. I don't care what nobody say, this is a two-person hairdo. If you want this lace to last and you want to stay in place, two-person. If you want to go to the beach and want to sweat, two-person. Y'all got to help. Some people get mad, but you have to help. And I love my model today. She was willing to hold her legs, hold it in place, and get this job done. And it turned out beautiful. So for my model today, her bang pieces, we did part out two triangle pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and twist them together because we're going to give her two little bang pieces. And I just like parting them out and actually put them in a design like these triangles that I'm doing because it just look kind of cuter, give the hairdo just a little bit more spunk, and I just like the way it lays. So right here in this portion, I'm just going to go in her lace, in between the lace and where the hairline begins, to just go ahead and with a Ruby Kisses level 16 on the darker side to go ahead and blend that cap. Make sure it matches her skin before we put her up on the dryer. And I like to use Tresemme Holding Spray level number 5 to go ahead and mold in this cap. It doesn't leave a white residue and it just helps the cap lay down so effortlessly. So we got those edges molded. I'm gonna go ahead and take that melt back off, comb out her edges, comb them back, and pin them back while I go ahead and cut the lace off. As you can see, you can tell this was a transparent lace, so we did have to go in with makeup to match the color of her skin. HD's lace, 9 times out of 10, you don't even have to tap it with makeup, but I do just to make it look more of a skin flesh tone. So I do like to start with my lace cut down the middle, and then I go ahead and use my razor blade just to cut it out the sides. As you can see, I do not like my lace to fully dry before I cut the lace. I kind of like it to still be a little not all the way dry, because it does make it easier to cut the lace. I've noticed when you let the lace dry under the dryer for too long, it does make it a little harder to cut the lace, and sometimes it seems to cut the client's skin. So I like to dry a little light, then go ahead and lay the baby edges back down, spray a little bit more Tresemme, mold them down one more time just to give it a flawless look, and then proceed with the baby edges. And as y'all can see during the cut, it is already giving skin, y'all. This lace is laid already in place on this baddie, y'all. She has the perfect skin for the Ruby Kisses level number 16. This lace just melted right into her skin. This was a fabulous wig. And before I put her back up under the dryer, I'm going to go ahead and proceed to mold down her ponytail and get her wraparound. Go ahead and lay with the products that I use to lay the wraparound so it can go ahead and dry before I do her baby edges so she can be almost ready to go. I'm going to go in with a wax stick, y'all, and I'm going to go in with some holding spray. And I'm just going to comb that ponytail in place and basically do it like just to get it a slick laid down ponytail. So I use the I don't even know what this wax stick is called, y'all. Just know what's I'm just gonna find out and I'm gonna tell y'all. But it's like an element something. It just really lay down. It has a really greasy hole, but I really love the hole that it does have. And I'm just going ahead and tapping in them sides with a little bit of more bowl hole just to make sure they're laid down when I put her back on the dryer. I'm gonna go in with some Tresemme, lay her down, and put this milk belt back down onto her scalp. So when she does go up on the dryer, it just dries all together. And you can already tell the difference with the mold, with the hot comb. That hot comb is going to lay everything in place. And you just have to mold it into the direction that you want your ponytail to lay. And we're going up into a high ponytail today and giving her a really, really cute, fun, high summertime look. So I'm going to go in with some light holding spray, almost like some light holding sprays. It really just helps mold the hair. And I'm going to hot comb it one more time and brush it into place and get that hairdo wrapped around at the top for her. And I do use these rubber bands I bought off Amazon, y'all. I'm going to try to put them in the description below. They're like actually house rubber bands, something you can wrap like envelopes around, but it does help your ponytails have a higher look. And they come with like 300 box for like $10, y'all. It was definitely worth every dollar. So I just wrap it around like it's almost a double rubber band. Then I proceed to wrap for the ponytail. And the only thing I didn't like about this wig was the tracks in the back that, well, the cap that hold the tracks in the back was kind of almost like a light skinned person's skin flesh tone, not black. So I just had to go in there with some high beam spray to cover whatever would be half showing from behind the ponytail. And I'm just going to go in and sew that last row down to hold her wig safely in place. Yeah, I feel like this is a good time to sew it down because the glue is almost dry and already set up under the dryer. We're going to put her back up under there one more time. And it's really just going to pull and mold everything that you just laid together down. And whatever pieces of glue that you did help or just add is going to help bond it all together once you put it up under the dryer. I know I sounded mumbly saying it, but I was just trying to get it out for y'all. But when she come from up under that dryer, y'all will see the results. Y'all, she's up from up under the dryer. We're going to go ahead and remove that milk belt. Pick out the hair, make it fluffy. Just go ahead and get everything into place before we go ahead and proceed to do her baby hairs and straighten out her two bang pieces. Boom, y'all. Pressure. Do y'all see her? Scalp is giving scalp 3000. I'm just playing. But we're going to go ahead and put those baby hairs in place with a little bit of gel and a little bit of mousse. So those baby hairs are all combed out and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and curl them into a couple different directions just to give a different look. I'm using a little flat iron I had bought off Amazon, nothing too special. It gets hot, gets the job done. So I just curl them to whatever direction I want to just to give them the look, because I'm just going to give her a swirl, a curl, and a swirl. It kind of makes sense, but it's going to look all baby hair-ish. I love baby hairs. Y'all love for the baby hairs. So don't come in here in the comments killing me for the baby hairs. I just like to do something different, and my girls love it. And I did just go ahead and clean her skin for whatever holding spray that may have got on her skin. Just went in with a little alcohol and sea breaks mixed together and just went ahead and cleaned her skin. So the products that I am using to do her baby hairs is She Balm Slick and Slay Gel, as I always use, and I am using a little bit of the IC level number 4 holding mousse that I actually use on the curls too, to go ahead and just guide my baby hairs to lay them in place to make them look smooth. And over the years, y'all have learned about baby hairs. It is all about hand and brush and comb foundation. You have to find a comb that better fits your hands. I always use 2 combs, and I just like to use one with a metal tip and the one with the regular old-fashioned edge brush. It's just easy to swoop into place and then use the end of the metal piece to line them up. I don't know if that makes sense, but it helps. Just use your fingers and your brush and that metal tip. It'll help you formulate your baby hairs in a better position. And I'm just going ahead and plucking out any excess hair that may be taken away from my triangles, and just to get her baby hairs in that lace just looking more neat and just more laid, y'all. And on this side of her hair is a more detailed view of how I laid my baby hair. So there I see that purple comb. That's my girl. That's my favorite. She helped me lay it in. Here go my metal tilt. She finna help me curve, 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 C, 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 curve, 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 C, C, C. So if y'all listen to that, that's the easy way to get them exotics in place. Curve, 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 C, C, C. Just curve it to where you feel comfortable with your C curve and then connect it all together. So that's exactly what I do with my baby edges. And as y'all can see, boom, bow, wow, laid. Mama gonna love these edges, y'all. It's they was for her birthday, and I was in love with the whole hairdo. So I didn't know if I want to leave her bangs curly or straight, but I don't know. The straight look just gives it more cleaner look to me. So I went ahead and straightened her bang pieces out, and I cut them right at her chin level so they could still hang them in her face, and still give her enough room if she did want to curl them or not. So I did make them a little long and leave them pressed, y'all. They is pressed, almost like a perm, so they could be laid for her. Just her look in the front. Y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with her wraparound. So I went ahead and sprayed a little mist on there to straighten it out, to press the wraparound out. I am gonna go in with some y'all gorilla snot. I just learned that I love gorilla snot. I used the end part of the edge comb and I wrap. I don't know what it does, it just give it a cleaner look, and boom, y'all. Look how good that is laid and wrapped. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of bowl hold adhesive just to wrap around that ponytail, y'all. It do come out. I do seal it in with the little edge thing, and boom, I'm gonna go ahead and put her up on the dryer. Go ahead and weigh her curls down, get them in place, and get her ready to show y'all the final look. But I'm just gonna go ahead and wet it down first and get it together. So y'all, I got everything finally detangled. Go ahead and get it up under the dryer. Y'all one last time. Y'all won't see that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out her hairdo, and I'm gonna give y'all 1, 2, 3. Y'all ready? The final look. Sister was late. She was ready to go. Happy birthday, Ronisha, and y'all have a great day. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.